Hey guys, this is Josh. I want to welcome you to my channel. This is called Next Step Cubing, and my purpose on this channel is to kind of give introductory lessons into speed cubing, and to kind of hopefully lead those new beginners into taking the next step into cubing to learn new steps into like CFOP, and if you want to learn Rue, things like that. Um, I also give reviews of different products that different speed cubers do use, and I'll try to get a video of one of the products, one that you see me using right now, up in a little bit. Some of my background. As a kid, I did have an interest as into cubes. Um, as a kid, I can only solve one side of a cube, and as I got older, I wanted to actually be able to completely solve it. So I did cheat. I went online and I found a beginner's method and used that to be able to solve the cube. Now, while I was online, I also saw a lot of videos of speed cubers and learning how to solve the cube in under a minute, under 10 seconds, things like that. And I was saying, wow, I want to learn just to be able to learn how to do that. And that's pretty much how I got into it. As for myself, I am old. I'm not grandpa old. I'm in my 30s, but I didn't get started into speed cubing until about 3 or 4 years ago. So I gotten into it late in my life, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. I am not an advanced cuber. My average right now is at a sub 23, and I'll talk a little bit more about my averages later on. My fastest time is a sub 17, which I recently gotten, and that I do have on video, which you'll see in another video. Um, Not really the fastest when it comes to cubing. Part of the reason that I do a lot of cubing is because I tend to have a lot of excessive energy, and I do have some anxiety issues that it makes it hard for me to actually uh, talk sometimes, but just to be in a group, things like that. So being able to cube actually helps me get over some of those anxieties. And there are other reasons that people cube. Is that's one of my main reasons for cubing. Um, some of the cubes that you saw me use, I'm going to go through those really quickly. My 3x3 main is the Valk 3 Elite M. I know the advanced cubers will know a little bit more about that. But like I said, that's my current main on 3x3. I already gave you my averages. It was sub 17, my best, my personal best, and my average is a sub 23 around there. The first cube that I used was the Valk 2M, the one with the regular magnets. That one I average around a sub 7, but my personal best, and that I got on a fluke, was sub 2, or no, not sub 2, sub 3 minutes, which is around 2.13 seconds, which, not minutes, seconds. 2.13 seconds, which really surprised me. I don't have a video of that, but I was really surprised by that one. Really lucky Saul for that. My 4x4, my current average for 4x4 is a sub 130 around there, and my personal best is a 1 or a minute and 15 seconds around there as well. I'm working on trying to get some of my 4x4 times down because I know a lot of cutoffs is around 110, and I want to be able to bring that down just a little bit. And the cube that you currently see me working on right now is the Valk 5M, which I am currently at 2 minutes and 30 seconds on my personal best. And my average is around there, probably a little bit higher than that. But eventually I will be able to bring that down as well. Um, if you notice, these are the Chi Valk lines of my 1 through 5s. And I do like Chi cubes. They are very, very stable cubes and they work well for me. I do have a few Moyus and a couple of YJs, which work out fine. It's just I've come to get used to using GE cubes. And speaking of which, some of the other cubes that I have, I do have a 6x6 and a 7x7. They are the X-Men Shadow and the X-Men Spark. These are also Chi brand. I'm not into doing big cubes speeding. Reason why is because I had non-magnetic cubes before, and they weren't the best cubes for speeding before, and so I just did really do them for fun, not really the speed cube. But when I got these cubes, I actually got them recently. I actually started to work a little bit more on speed cubing on these. So my averages has come down. They're not perfect, but they have come down. On my 6x6 for the X-Men Shadow, my average is around sub 5 or around a 5 at the 5 minute mark, really. And my fastest time on there is 4 minutes 45 seconds about. And on the Spark, the 7x7, my average is around 7 minutes 15 seconds, and my fastest is right around 7 minutes. So they're not the fastest times, but I am still working on trying to get those down a little bit. I know I'm not the best at keeping the cube on the screen because it makes it hard for me to see a little bit further away. But anyways, some of the other puzzles I use, not cubes, but puzzles. I do have the X-Men Galaxy, the version 2, magnetic version of it. I also don't really speak too much on the X-Men Galaxy. I just started kind of speed cubing, so I'm learning a few other things on there as well. But my current average on that, it's really slow. It's around 340, or actually about 345 if I'm looking at it right. So it's not really the fastest time for Megaminx. But like I said before, there are some things that I'm still working out. I'm still trying to learn some of the OLL and PLL algorithms just to be able to get that down a little bit faster. The other puzzles that I also have the X-Men Bell Pyraminx, the X-Men Volt 2, or the Volt version 2 of the Volt, and which is the fully magnetic version of it, and also the X-Men Wingy Skewb. Like I said, I do like GE cubes. I may actually do a review of all my mains later on. I'm not sure about that just yet. But I don't have really any averages for those because I haven't really took the time to work those back out. I've learned how to solve them before. It's just I never really got into speeding them just yet. So I will probably take some time to learn how to speed cube on those as well. Or speed solve on those as well, not speed cube. They're not all cubes. But yeah, those are just kind of where I'm at right now, and I know that I still have good ways to go, but it's a learning process, and it's always going to be a learning process, which it's not a bad thing to keep yourself sharp, keep yourself moving, and keep learning about different things as well. If you notice, and some people will know this, some people might not, the method that I use, especially on the big cubes, is the Hoya method. And I like the Hoya method because for me, I don't have to worry too much about the look ahead. I can see everything that I need to see right in front of me. But there gonna be some times where I end up messing up, especially on like edge parrying and things like that. So I do like Hoya, and I like the potential that it has. I know most people use reduction, and if you're new to this and you're probably not understanding anything I'm saying right now, that's okay. But it's really just a personal preference. A lot of people like using the methods that they're used to, or a lot of people just like learning new methods. And for me, when I heard about Hoya and started using it, I actually learned a lot more about cubing from there. Yeah, I'm almost done with the 7x7 solve here. So that means I'm almost done with this as well. But like I said, I'm thankful for you guys for tuning in and just giving me a listen. If you have any comments, just leave a comment at the bottom. Leave any critiques, things like that. And hopefully, you guys will tune in for some more later on. Again, thank you guys for just giving me a listen, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.